Alright, hey guys, it's Merbos TCG back with a video. So with this video, I'm going to be bringing a Runick duel, and this is going to be against Branded, from what I believe to be like Branded Thunder Dragon. But yeah, so here we're going to see that this is an actual meta deck, and this is one of the first meta decks that I was actually able to go against. And yeah, I wasn't quite sure how the deck was going to be able to handle it, and you guys are going to see what this deck is capable of doing against this type of deck. And if you want to see the deck profile for the deck I'm using, it's on the top right corner. But let's just get started here. Okay, so let's get started here. So first he's going to use, he's going first, so he's using Thunder Dragon here. He's just doing his thing, searching out another copy. I guess that's what he wants to do. Branded Fusion in order to go into Albion. Then he's going into his whole Shaddoll play. So here he's going to get Albion and get Shaddoll Winda, which normally for a regular deck, this would be kind of annoying, just being able to limit you and special summoning once per turn. But that is the limit of how many times you're going to be special summoning anyways, so it really doesn't do much for the deck. And then Albion, of course, is a bit annoying to deal with, in case he would have gone into the Mirror Jade. But here I'm going to use the Runick tip in order to actually search out a Runick card. Then I use that in order to get my this Runick Allure. I keep on wanting to read the old, like the Mr. Rune, you know, because it says it on the image, but I need to remember that it's Runick Allure, because that's the way they changed it for the TCG. Anyways, I'm going to use Pot of Desires here, banish 10 in order to draw 2 cards. Again, with this deck, you just want to get a bunch of cards in your hand. It doesn't really matter what it is. Usually, just any Runick card helps you out. So again, Triple Tactic Talents here kind of serves that. Being able to use it because he used the monster effect during my turn, I'm going to be able to draw 2 cards. And you can see here, I drew 2 of these field spells and 2, so I have 4 field spells, or I have 3 field spells in my hand and 1 on the field. And yeah, not going to be able to get a lot of value out of it. I only have 1 quick play spell that I can actually use, and then 2 floodgates, and then I have the Seat of the Mystery Rune that I searched out, which is good. But I don't have enough quick play spells in order to get value out of the card. So I'm in a bit of a pickle here. So now I'm going to use the Seat of Mystery Rune, just get it out because I do have 1 quick play spell. I put down my 2 floodgates, and then he's going to banish 2 in order to get his Thunder Dragon Duel. And he gets here Spriggan's Kit. So there can be, when I saw this, I was like, there can be only 1, doesn't really get much value just because he's playing 1 of each type anyways. So I'm not going to be able to limit him in that respect, but I do have Skill Drain, so at least I'll be able to do that. And make his monsters into just vanilla monsters. Makes them a little less annoying. Then I'm going to be able to use Mr. Rune of the Brilliant Flame in order to pop one of their cards. Then I can use the Seat of the Mr. Rune. And since that was my only quick play spell anyways, I'm going to use Spring of the Runick Fountain in order to shuffle the 1 spell in order to draw 2 cards. And then here he's going to bring out a monster. It's fine. You know, now I'm going to use the Mr. Rune of the Raging Storm in order to bring a monster out. Since this Jerry, the Runick Fangs, is pretty good just to get out as a defensive unit, because you're able to use it with Runick Slumber as well to protect it from 1 extra attack. Then he's going to activate an effect in order to get a Thunder Dragon effect in order to get his Thunder Dragon Fusion, which is annoying, but I do have there can be only 1. So since he already has a Thunder Dragon monster out on the field, I already know that I'm pretty safe in that respect. So yeah, now this is the great thing about Jerry, is that with Jerry, when he gets destroyed, he gets to target 1 card in the field and destroy it. So he serves a block for the for your field, and he gets to destroy a card when he's going his way out. So it's pretty good. Then he's gonna attack me directly here. That's fine. I'm okay with taking that. He's gonna activate Thunder Dragon Fusion during his main phase 2 in order to get at either Colossus or the other one, Titan. But I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna be able to use there can be only 1 to limit him. Sorry, obviously it has to be Titan because he can't run Colossus because it's the TCG. I'm used to playing on Master Duel, but yes, you can't play Colossus here. So yeah, there can be only 1, blocks him out of using Thunder Dragon Fusion, so that's great. Then he uses this to get his Branded Condemnation. So now it's looking kind of bad for me. I don't have a lot of quick play spells in my hand, so I'm not able to activate many cards to like banish the cards from the top of his deck. You can already see he already has 13 banished, which is pretty good. He's kind of been doing the work for me, but you know, he's been activating effects, and you can see banishing cards, you know, face up against a Thunder Dragon deck isn't the best thing, but we can still make it work, and hopefully we can limit what the value he gets with the deck. But now you can see the power of Mystic Mine in this deck. So Mystic Mine here, everybody knows how annoying this card is, but basically it's going to be my way of protecting myself and saving myself for a few turns, as he doesn't have a way out of this, really. So yeah, I'm going to be able to stall some time here. I set down the one card because I'm not going to be able to activate it since I got rid of my Spring of the Mr. Rune. And basically this is going to be the imperm of the deck, which isn't the greatest because, you know, they're unnegated anyways. So I thought that's fine. I just need to stall a bit more. So that's the power of Mystic Mine, you know. It's not a fun card to play against, but it is, you know, it is important for this deck in order to play it. It is able to just buy you some time, so you really do need that. And here I got into Pot of Desires, which is great because now I can actually get some cards and hopefully start going. So now I can decide to get rid of my Mystic Mine in order to get Runick Fountain back on the field. Then I decided to use my Mr. Rune of the Freezing Curse in order to get my Jerry the Fangs out. And now here I'm just trying to stack my grave with enough quick play spells in order to actually be able to draw using Runick Fountain. So now he's gonna try to play. Wasn't able to achieve much, just fine. I think he was still under the impression that sorry, sometimes it starts playing, but I think he's still under the impression of like the Mystic Mine, and that's why he passed the turn, which gave me an opening here, and I was able to use one of my quick play spells, and in doing so I can shuffle 3 back into my deck and draw 3. So now I'm able to actually get some value on my hand, and I do have a Mystic Mine just in case things do get a little bad. But yeah, now I can use my Runick tip here in order to search out my Runick Flashing Fire, because this card's able to actually destroy a few of their monsters, or just one monster, but it is just giving me a way to play. Then the Seed of the Mr. Rune, you can see that he is getting a little tight here. He has 11 cards on his in his deck. So now I'm going to use Runick Dispel since he searched out a card in order to banish more. And doing so is pretty great. He's going to have to banish more on his deck, and he had to discard a card. Now this is the power of Runick's Smiting Storm, is that it banishes cards from the top of your opponent's deck up to the number of cards they control. So you can see that he has 6 cards on his field. So he's going to have to banish 6 cards here. So you can actually get to choose how much you want them to banish. You're pretty much always going to want them to banish as much as possible. I'm not quite sure what instance you want him to banish less. But yeah. So here, pretty good. He's going to use Thunder Dragon Hawk. Again, it's annoying. You're playing against, you know, these cards that actually get benefits from being banished. But this deck is able to manage. And I'm going to use Runick Allure here to banish another card. So here, because of the Thunder Dragon Hawk, he was able to shuffle his hand back and limit, you know, it basically just try to find an out to this, but you can see that he's pretty limited on what he can do here. Because that's the power of banishing cards from the top of their deck, is that it's limiting what outs are actually able to find, and yeah, it makes it difficult for them to search something out. So now he has to draw a card. He's going to activate Thunder Dragon Fusion in order to just stack his deck up with more cards. This is him just trying to stay alive in order for him to find a way to defeat this. Then I'm going to use this card in order to destroy one of his special summon monster and then banish 2. Then I use the Seed of the Mr. Rune. It's, you know, it's going to default banish another card. And of course I'm going to try to use Runick Fountain in order to get more value back and have more cards so I can force more banishes out of him. Then he's going to use Branded Sword here to get some tokens. He's going to use Called by the Grave here. Not going to really achieve much. He's just being desperate here. I draw my 2 cards, and you can see I'm at 2 cards too. So this deck can be a little dangerous because you're using Pot of Desires, and that card, you know, you're obviously banishing cards from the top of your deck. And you can end up losing some important cards, but here I have some cards that are actually able to get my opponent to banish something. And yeah, I decide, you know, it's my turn. I don't think I really need to do anything. He has no potential out. I'd rather not activate anything and have him like possibly find some way to interact with it that might shuffle something into his deck. Of course, it's unlikely, but I decided not to give him the chance to even have that, and I just won that duel. He's going to try to do something here. It doesn't really do anything. He can't draw, so he default loses. And that's kind of the power of this deck. It's a milling banish deck. And yeah, the deck's really annoying. Obviously, If you're not a fan of these floodgates, you're gonna hate seeing it. And Mystic Mine in this deck, as you can see, is pretty powerful just because sometimes you can brick. And just being able to use Mystic Mine to stall for time in order for you to find some cards just to get you going. Because Runick Fountain, once you have 3 cards, 3 quick play spells in your grave and you're able to shuffle those back into the deck and draw 3 cards, you're going to be able to just keep renewing your resources and get a lot of value out of this deck. So it's a really strong card, and Mystic Mine just complements it really well. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this Duel Rewind. If you guys want to see more videos like this, possibly with another deck. If you do, just let me know what deck or from a deck profile that you'd like to see me actually play with. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.